Transferring knowledge and stories through the act of writing and reading has been done for over 5,000 years. In the beginning, this might have been a meticulous process, as you had to carve out stone and clay tablets. But with the invention of the first paper, about 2,000 years ago, creating poems, books, illustrations and texts became more available to everyone. Fast forward to the year 2016. Reading and creating books has been easier than ever before. If we look at the world literacy rate, we can see that about 86% of the world is literate. This is a staggering amount compared to about 100 years ago when only 40% of the people were literate. This means that nowadays almost everybody has access to a vast ocean of knowledge. With the coming of new technology, both reading and writing are also becoming more accessible. Maybe a school assignment you are doing with Word, or maybe the endless posts on Twitter or Facebook. The downside to this technology is that there's also a lot of distraction and instant gratification, making people losing their interest in old-fashioned books. With this problem in mind, I decided to create this quick tutorial on the basics of literature to rekindle that passion for reading and knowledge that resides in us all. First, let's take a look at some of the most popular forms of literature, like newspapers, magazines, blogs, books, social media, and information sources like Wikipedia. Many people read the newspaper in the morning, or perhaps pick up a magazine waiting at the barbershop. Besides that, we're all constantly in connection via social media, and I'd be willing to bet a dime or two that we've all had our fair share of midnight Wikipedia expeditions. While these forms of literature all have their own amazing potential, they miss the thoroughness and depth of a good book. They lack the force that gets you interested into a subject or story and keeps you reading hours on end, day after day. Within the world of books, we also have different types of books. They either branch off from fiction or non-fiction. Fiction books being books that are based on fantasy, and non-fiction books being based on reality. Some popular streams of fiction books are epic fantasy, romance, detective, thriller, adult, and literary fiction. Some popular streams of non-fiction books are self-help books, autobiographies, encyclopedias, history books, science books, and guidebooks. It might take some time to figure out what style suits you best, but luckily enough, there's plenty of diversity and something out there for everyone. The next step is very important. Now that we know what kind of book we like, we have to find the actual book we want to read. Most people lose interest in reading because the book is boring or not well written. In some cases, this is a lack of interest from the reader, but in most cases, this is simply because the book is just not captivating enough. That is probably also the reason why not even 1% of books make it to the bestseller list. Digging through all these books on your own and finding what you like is the definition of insanity, so that's why we want to use reviews written by other readers. Right now, I'm going to show you an easy way to find reviews for books. I am using a website called goodreads.com, but you can just Google any other website and find reviews there. It's very simple. You just scroll down, find a book that you're interested in, and under the book you can find reviews that other people left. After you picked a book, there's two ways to read it. Option 1 is to read it on paper, and option 2 is to read it digitally. If you decide to go with the former, you can either go to the bookstore and get your book there, or go to an online website like Book Depository and pick your book here. All you have to do is add it to your basket and they will ship it to your house. If you decide to go with the latter, I highly recommend you to get an e-reader. You can just go to a website like Amazon.com and find one that suits you here. Personally, I'm using the Kobo 2.0 Touch, which cost me like $80 and it works perfectly. For the last step, which is getting the ebook on the e-reader, there's again two options. Option number 1 is going into your ebook store or a website like ebooks.com and buy an ebook. You simply click the ebook you want, you buy it, and you get the MOBI or EPUB file. Option number 2 is downloading the ebook from the torrent network. You go to a website like the Pirate Bay, or as I'm doing right now, Kick-Ass Torrents, and you simply type in the name of the book that you want. Then you search for text ebook, or either an EPUB or MOBI file. You click the book that you want, you click the file, and you simply press the magnet link. uTorrent will open, and there you go. If you don't have uTorrent installed yet, just go to uTorrent.com and grab the program for free. Now all there's left to do is grab your EPUB file, put it in your e-reader, and there you go. So that's it, a quick tutorial to get you set up for reading and hopefully rekindle your passion and broaden your knowledge, whether it's baking a cherry pie or reading the latest shade of grey. Thank you for watching, and remember, be happy, be you.